ready?
Get the back,
Yeah.
Walker.
Money talks, what the is he saying, huh? You can ask his and ask his who's the man. Bro, them get the stepping like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playing. Hopped up out this cyber truck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my...
It's week 17 of the National Football League, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Black Knights and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
They'll be led out by their new quarterback, first-year signal caller out of South Carolina.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
They run it again with Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Cook will take it in. Touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. When you look at this defense,
and they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Right back to Pitts again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
They'll set up a throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Tank Dell.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Black Knights are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, like the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now here's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 53 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Tank Dell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Black Knights have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week.
10 carries, 55 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. Chiefs in possession. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes letting one go deep for the end zone. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete.
That's interference.
But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances, and he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Mahomes again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Jaylen Warren with a touchdown run. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Caleb Williams, excellent.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try the left side. Glover.
He'll take this to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll drop the throw.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Option play, here's Cook.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tank Dell.
26 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're
Previous
giving
play
him
is under review.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Black Knights offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That is caught by Dell.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, it's Glover.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
3rd and 19.
Now back to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Pass knocked away by J.C. Horn.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
London about set to take over on offense.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a second and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now it's Mahomes again.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Gain of 14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 27.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Here's second and 5 now from the 22.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick.
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Now back in the days of oat meat, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
Yes, I have 0 doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been light jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, chicken out again.
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
break it down.
Sometimes I wonder what the old me'd say.
If what?
If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my
say a few things that to the anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, Snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, watch, but you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, they're brass. They can off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two. Biggest blue paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like that.